Alrighty, welcome in. We should be live now and got audio and visual. We have a few minutes of practice left. We've got about 10 minutes. We're watching Andrew Groves. He's currently the 8th fastest car on track. We're going to go through the field real quick as we've got an incident between the 38 and a red car. I'm not sure who that is. There's 38 reloading back to pit road. So we'll start off. This has been the fastest car on track this evening. That is Gavin Hibbs. It's a 1 minute 10-second lap around the Watkins Glen International Speedway as he makes his way through the S's. Second fastest so far, Dylan Clark, number 34 Chevrolet. 3/10 off of the fastest time so far. There is Kyle Heath, the number 13 Auburn Tiger Chevrolet, working his way down the back stretch. That all black car with gold trim, that is Joseph Klein. Currently 6th fastest. So again, there's 8th fastest Andrew Groves. 9th fastest, the 66 car of Todd Smith, Hone Chevrolet. That is the 24 car of Josh O'Brien. He is 10th fastest. Oh, there's action on the track. 43 has lost a front tire, the wheel assembly and all. That will be a reload to the pits. There he goes. There is the 38 again, Richard Lakawa. 18th fastest out of 21 cars entered for the evening. It's a big field for a road course. It's got me excited. We have some good action. There's Ivan Deschamp's 19th fastest car. Here's one we haven't taken a look at. This is the 17 of Peter Strather. Oh, Andrew hard in the wall right in front of us. Take a look at the 4 car. That's Taylor Curtin. 16th fastest. Looks like we have had another car enter. 2 cars enter. They've not loaded in yet, so that should put us at 23 for the evening. Supposed to be number 85. For some reason, that car is numberless this evening, so that will be Joe Francis. Whiteside, no number on it. Should be number 85. So we'll note that. Keep our eyes on Mr. Francis as he exits the pits. Take a look at the 9 car. That's Jason Haney. 11th fastest. He's turned 8 laps this evening. 111.7. There is the 05 of Chad Hodges. Got a slew of cars exiting pit lane. Will be our 2 pit lane cameras for this evening. One on the wall, and the other looking straight down pit lane. And get a good glimpse of the cars as they come out of the last turn going down the front stretch. '85 and 19 battling there. Here comes the 14 into your screen. That'd be the 24 car exiting pit lane. Down to 5.5 minutes of practice left.
Radio check, everybody got me? Yep. All right, guys. Less than 5 minutes left to practice here. I want to thank you guys for coming and racing tonight for round 5 in the Gen 6 Cup as we're here at Watkins, Glen instead of Sonoma. Thanks, iRacing, for your assistance in changing that up. But still, nonetheless, going to be a fun track, fun race tonight. Appreciate all of you joining in and being a part of it. We have a 23 drivers registered for tonight's race. Pretty good for a road course, so thank you guys. A couple things to be mindful of. Tonight's race is 70 laps long. We have 4 sets of tires in the pits and 1 fast repair. There are no full course cautions on road course races. If something happens to get fully clogged up, we can have the option to throw a caution, but most likely we are going to let it get sorted out, and we're going to race the green flag from beginning to end. Another couple things just to help prevent what we can. Be mindful around the other drivers. We have people of all different skill levels in this lobby, all different experience levels. So please be mindful around the cars you're around. Race with some respect, and let's all of us make it to the end of this race tonight. Appreciate you all for being a part of it. Appreciation that goes out to Edwin for putting on the broadcast and calling this race tonight. And good luck, everybody. Let's have some fun, and let's have a good, clean race.
So there you heard it from race control himself, Jason Haney. Due for 70 laps.
As well, remember with green flag pit stops, please call out if you are pitting ahead of time, so that way drivers behind you do not try to cut turn 7 and you're slowing down to try to make sure you get on pit road without speeding and run in the back of you. So please make sure you're giving a heads up before you pit that you plan to pit over the race comms. And if you happen to see a car off, or your car spinning off, or any type of trouble, please use the race comms to call that out. That would be helpful. Thank you very much.
So we've got 2 minutes 2 minutes of practice left. Got one driver working on his first lap. The most laps turned in practice so far is 32. And that is by numberless Joe Francis. If we get a look at any of these other cars that we've not checked out yet.
Qualifying this evening is a 15-minute open session to run as many laps as you want. Please be kind out on track and make sure we're giving space for everybody. We all make our times. Thank you, guys.
42 car of Zachary Wake. There is the 90 car of Gabriel Morrison. Bass Pro Shops Goodwrench camo scheme.
Did you say I had an EOL?
Oh, thank you for bringing that up. We do have EOLs tonight. EOLs will be going out to the 7 and the 43. 7 and 43 will be starting EOL tonight. Thank you for the reminder, Dad.
I'm not going to qualify, so that'll work that up.
There is the 00, Caleb West. 17th fastest out of 23. Take a look at our Canadian, Mark Ouellette, number 80. A little rescue Ford Mustang. Looks like he's got some front end damage on that Mustang as well. I think he's going to bring it in and get it wrenched on a little bit. Oh, and there goes the 17 into the wall. I was just going to comment that he is the second foreigner to join the race this evening. He's got the British flag next to his name on my timing and scoring. 6th fastest in practice. And that should conclude practice. We have hit the 1 hour mark. That is it. So we've got 15 minutes qualifying session coming up right now. It'll be an open session. You can run as many laps as you want for the next 15 minutes when the track opens. Guys have loaded in. We'll follow Gavin Hibbs since he was the fastest car in practice. Got 5 cars now out on track, multiple cars lined up on pit lane. Try to get a shot of everyone for the next 15 minutes. We're going to have to follow and see who's fast as well. No track limits on this Watkins Glen track, as you see Gavin Hibbs go way past the rumble strips. Update on iRacing earlier last week has taken that away, so we should see fewer off-track penalties this evening. As we watch Gavin barrel over them curbs at the bus stop, using up every inch of it. These guys, these first 4, I think we'll have maybe 10 cars turn a lap time here in just a moment. And we'll start seeing who's real and who's a pretender. Wide there from the 87, but he manages to hang on to it. Hard on the brakes. Right-hander onto the front stretch. Across the start-finish line. Gavin fastest, 110.8. Peter with a 111, the number 17 car. Joe Francis, 111.5. That's got him third. Andrew Groves, fourth. Dylan Clark has moved to second.
Put it out. Watch out after the buses.
So there's your second place man. Looks like he's going to take it to the pit lane. Third so far, Peter Strather. There's Joe Francis. Todd Smith, sixth fastest. There's Josh O'Brien. He's put in the seventh fastest time so far. Jason Haney, eighth. George Buck, ninth. Even faster lap from Gavin Hibbs with a 110.6. Kyle Heath has shown up, 111.5. Has netted him fourth position currently. And this will keep changing as we continue to turn laps and qualifying. Oh, we've had one additional entry, be Nate Booker. That should put us, what is 38 is in the grass. What is he doing? Looks like he's gotten out of the way. He's going to tow it back to the garage. Take a look at 10th fastest George Buck. Here comes Joseph Klein. This should be a good lap for him. Yes, it is 10th position out of 13 that have registered a time. We do have a few guys on the track that have not gotten a time. Probably been off track somewhere, gotten a course penalty. That's the 22, Ricky Lake. There's Gabe Morrison. He's on his first lap. See if Taylor Curtin registers a lap this time. He's very slow coming down the front, and he's going to hit the wall. 4 car in trouble on the front stretch, and he's going to tow back the pits as well. We've got the double O. He's working his third lap, but is yet to register a time in qualifying. Here is the 42 car. Is he going to be clean this lap? Across the finish line. Yes, that has put him 11th fastest. 14 cars have now registered a time, and he hangs on to it. You've got to be real careful coming down from the first turn under that short chute up to the S's. That will sling the car sideways. Carry too much speed and barrel over the rumble strips, and you'll be in the wall. There's our fastest man on track still, the 87 of Gavin Hibbs. There's 17, Peter Strather, still third. Joseph Klein has worked himself up to the 5th position now. Joseph, a good little road racer. Does very well in our other road racing series that we have held in the past here at FGR. Can hold his own when we turn left and right. Oh, Jason Haney has put it in the wall, and he has gone to the pits. There's Jareth Walker, just turning the 12th fastest time, 113.6. 3 seconds off of the pole sitter. There's Caleb West. He has registered a time, 114.0. George Buck has dropped back to 14th with a 114.1. And he parks it in the inside wall. Here's the 90 just completing second lap. 114.2 for that. 15th out of 16 that have turned a time. Here comes the 230. That's Nate Brooker. Lucky Charms Toyota. Up to 24 entries, I believe. Yep, 24 cars have registered for this event now.
Can I get a black cleared for unsafe pit exit? Somebody was wrecked on exit.
'87 still up front. 34 car giving chase. Take a look at the 33 of Trevor Benz. Bring that Pennzoil Chevrolet out onto the track.
If you're playing around on the track, on qualifying, just go ahead and go to the pit road, please, and thank you.
'87 car has just put in another fast lap. A 110.60. Dylan Clark has closed the gap. 110.8. Still 0.2 of a second off of that pole time. '17 slides off, as does the 14. I don't know if they were avoiding anything or trying to get out of the way. '22 has registered a time now, good for 19th. Oh, 38 hard into the fence. He has blown the engine. I heard it explode. Not sure who was involved with him. I missed that. Looks like some troubles for the 66. He's sliding everywhere. Into the outside wall in the carousel, and that'll be a tow to pits for him. Take a look at the weather for tonight's race. See it in the right side of the screen. 9-mile-an-hour wind, 76-degree ambient, 43% humidity, partly cloudy with a 90-degree track temperature. Make this thing a little more slick. Sim time is almost 12:30 p.m. We have got less than 3 minutes left of qualifying. Top 5 has stayed the same. Got the 14 into the wall. The 80 had some damage. He's on pit lane now. Don't see anybody else lighting up the time chart to go any higher. 42, he's sliding through the S's. 24, Josh O'Brien. He's 11th. There's Lucky Charms Toyota of Nate Brooker, 12th. .43 struggling to put the power down. Coming out of the last turn. See the rear end sliding all over the place. We're down to a minute and a half left. 34 has improved just slightly. And Gavin Hibbs has responded. No, I'm sorry, he has not responded. It was a 113. Not a 110, so 110.7. Dylan Clark is on it. Watch that 34 and see if he can snatch pole here in the late stages of qualifying. We're coming up on 1 minute left. Dirt and debris being kicked up by someone, maybe the 43 or the 22 in front of him. We'll see if this has affected the 34's lap. He has called it a time. Looks like he will start second. 15 seconds left. Anybody else on the track that can turn a time in? I don't think 34 is going to have enough time. Nope, he is exiting the pits. We'll see what Joseph Klein can do. 5th fastest.
Just some instant feedback. No to open qualifying.
There's the 66. He's off and into the tires. That will conclude his qualifying. Nate Brooker is in the wall as well.
Hey.
Well, you only have 15 drivers check in, and then you have 25 show up. You know, kind of changes things, but that's how we do things at road courses, so it is what it is.
We had 25 show up. That's crazy.
All right, just a reminder for everybody, 70 laps, no full course yellow flags, 4 sets of tires in the pits, 1 fast repair, plenty of racing to be had, long race, long night. Good luck, everybody. Looks like, Gavin, you've got the pole tonight. Congratulations. Nice lap. You guys are super fast, so let's have a fun race, guys. Thank you.
And just at the last moment, Gavin Hibbs increases his pole time to 110.52. That will conclude qualifying. I see the top 20 in the timing screen on the right-hand side. This is a new timing and scoring box for us. We are working the kinks out tonight. We'll now wait for the drivers to load in. I see we've got a few down there at the start-finish line that have loaded up. There we go. We'll kind of go through the field so you can see the starting order. On pole is at red 87, Gavin Hibbs, Dylan Clark second, Peter Strather in the 17 Valvoline cars third, Kyle Heath fourth. Joseph Klein is yet to load in. He will be starting fifth. There is Josh O'Brien, got up to sixth in qualifying. Joe Francis, numberless Joe Francis, and the Ford should be number 85, so he'll be on your timing and scoring screen to the right. I'm sorry, to the left on our broadcast window. So if you see that white numberless purple and white car, that is Joe Francis. There's Andrew Groves in the 19th, starting 8th. Todd Smith 9th, Jason Haney 10th in the 9 car. Nate Brooker 11th in the Lucky Charms. Zachary Wake 12th. Gabe Morrison and Caleb West 90 and 00. There's Trevor Benz in the 33 Pennzoil. Jareth Walker in the 43. There is George Buck in the 17th. The 4 card has not loaded in yet. He did not take a time in qualifying. Or he did take a time in qualifying. I'm sorry, he's up there in 11th. There's the 80 car of Mark Olette. And Ricky Lake. Ivan Deschamps. Chad Hodges. So it looks like we have lost
Go to the inside wall.
3 cars, so we will have 21 taking the green flag. 21 taking the green flag. 3 cars did
SOS,
not.
Even though it goes off our oval rating, but for a 24 car field for cup cars, that's pretty cool. For a road course.
Big field tonight for a road course. Excited for this one.
No number.
What's the rule on starts? Is it on leader or is it on green? All starts are on the green, on the flag.
That's why we read the rules.
Right, I probably just skimmed over it, but thank you.
So the field has got 2 turns to make here at Watkins Glen.
Good luck, boys.
We will take the green flag. 70 laps. 70 laps around this Watkins Glen International. Pace cars off the track. And we are underway here at Watkins Glen. And that might possibly be a jump start for the 34. He was ahead of the 87 at the line. We'll have to see if he gets a flag and has to take a trip down pit lane. He has disappeared and come back, so he's dropped to 3rd. 17 has moved into 2nd position. The rest of the field has made it through. Back at Trevor Benz, looks like he was making a pass in the grass. Yes, he's got grass coming out the back of that 33. Moving up through the field. Appeared he took an EOL with the 9 car. Joseph Klein has gotten around Kyle Heath. Side-by-side action, Kyle and Joseph Klein. Kyle's got the run. He's going to send it inside and retake 4th position from Joseph Klein. Numberless Joe Francis hanging out in the 6th position. Josh O'Brien in 7th. Four cars all over the back of the 17. We'll see if he can make that pass as they come onto the front stretch. 34 digging hard, coming out of the last turn. Thirty-four slideways hanging on to it. So is Joseph Klein back there. Everyone digging hard, trying to come to grips with the no track limits in turn 1 now. Since the iRacing update. Had the 80 car take a trip down pit lane. Can't tell if that's damage on his front bumper or not. But here comes the 87. I don't have anything on my timing and scoring dialogue that says the 80 crashed. There's the battle for second. The 34 still trying to catch up to the 17 and get around him. You can hear those tires squealing as they power up through the S's and onto the backstretch. Gavin Hibbs is checked out. Almost a 2-second lead over second place. Peter Strathert, but the battle is on for second. Dylan Clark all over the back of that 17. Just not been able to get a good enough run to pass him. He's threatening. He's really close this time. Is he going to dip out? He's looking. He's taking a peek. Thought about it. Not yet. '17 almost got a piece of the safer barrier there. All 3 cars under a blanket. 34 blinks just a little bit. A lot of battling going on back there for the 5th position as well. There's at least 5 or 6 cars. Now the 13 is caught up to the 34. Does he have anything to say? Tips out underneath.
Checking up.
Nothing yet, but the 34 is so fast through the bus stop, putting the power down. Able to hop the curbs just right. He's closed right back up to that 17's rear bumper. Very fast through the bus stop in the carousel is that 34 car. He's making all of his time up. So 24 got a problem. Take a look real quick. He was in 7th. Oh! Gotten word that the 7 car has crashed. I see him going through the S's on our track map, and he is back on the track running. This battle for second still raging on. Three cars under a blanket. 34 barreling over those curbs again. So bumpy, these outer track limits or outer patches of asphalt, slamming these Gen 6 cars around. Since this battle for second has calmed down, we will check out the incident that the number 7 car had. Looks like he's going into turn 1, bounces over the curbs. Too much power, sends that 7 into the inside wall. Almost got a piece of the 22. May have been a little bit of net code there. I thought I saw a fender pop out. We'll go back to live pictures. Kyle Heath has gotten around the 34 car. I do apologize, we missed that. Taking a look at Ivan's issue. Oh, that is the 7 car into the wall again. He's way out there into loose stuff off the groove. Slot back in behind the 10th place car. Lots of rear damage. Side scraped up on that number 7. Things are not going the way Mr. Ivan had hoped. That puts him in the 20th position. Back up front, Gavin Hibbs. 4.5 second lead. He's coming up on the 22 of Ricky Lake. 22 gets out of the way. Let's the 87 pass. Battle for second raging. Again. Peter Strather, Kyle Heath now battling for second. With Dylan Clark still there. Still there in fourth. Have to work their way around the 22 here. Through the S's. '22 way up out of the way. '13 took a peek underneath, but 17 slammed the door really quick. Coming through the carousel. Battle for fifth. Joseph Klein has it. Numberless Joe Francis who closed up. Looks like Joe struggled just a hair to get out of the last corner. Everyone's going to navigate. This group's going to navigate around that 22 car. Got a battle for second. I just saw the timing close on the screen here. Kyle Heath looking underneath Peter Strather into the bus stop. Side by side. Who's going to give? Nobody. They're still side by side. 34 is going to try to look to capitalize on the 17 sliding out. Tight action here at Watkins Glen coming through the carousel. 17 kicking that rear end out, trying to stay ahead of the 34. 17 is going to manage to hang on there and maintain that third position. The The 34 wants it. He is all over the 17 cars. They come into the last corner. 90-degree right-hander onto the front stretch, and Kyle Heath is up to second. He is 6.4 seconds back of the leader, though. That is a big gap to make up. Todd Smith is all over the back of numberless Joe Francis. See if he's going to take a peek into the bus stop. He does, but not enough space there to do anything. That's going to allow Andrew Groves to close up on the 16 or 66. Look back at the battle for 9th. Josh O'Brien battling Nate Brooker for 9th. 9th and 10th on your screen. Oh, Josh tried to put the power down, and that 24 would not grip up for him. Looked like he was going to have a pass on the 230, but Mr. Goodyear says not today. Take a look back. There's 42, he's on his lonesome. There is the 9 car, he's by himself. 33, 90, 00. Not much action going on back here. There's the 28. Go back up front. Kyle Heath has put a small gap between he and the 17. That is half a second. So 13 starting to break away. Leaving the 17 and the 34 to battle. Oh, lap car. I thought that was Todd Smith for just a moment. White and the gray confused me, but we're good. There's Joseph Klein 5th. Numberless Joe Francis 6th.
Yeah, my bad there, Andrew. I had to kind of get off there to avoid him.
You're good. I gave you room.
I appreciate it.
You are watching one of the closest battles on the racetrack for 3rd. 17 and a 34. 66 and a 19 were close a second ago, but we do look like we have a battle for 5th. Joseph Klein still managing to hang on to it, but he's got Joe Francis all over him. Joe letting that rear end hang out just a little bit. He's got a good run on Joseph. But Joseph takes the inside line and defends into the bus stop. '19 closing in on the 66. I think we're going to be side by side as we come into the second to last. Nope, Andrew Was not able to get alongside. Challenge to 66. 66 running a little wide. Andrew kicks it inside. So hard to keep the foot in this gas and keep the tires down. Todd's going to let him go. Getting pressured by the 19. Move Andrew Groves up to the 7th position.
Thank you.
Side by side battle for 9th. That's to 24 and to 230 battling. Josh O'Brien maintains that 9th position. These guys seem to have settled their battles for now, settled in. Gavin Hibbs, 8.5 second lead over Kyle Heath. Gavin's in the S's. These boys in the battle for second, just now entering the S's. Not sure if Kyle can make any headway and close in on that 87.
I was hoping I was going to break enough there at 33 to mention it.
You all good?
At the 33 and the 90 battling, that is for the 13th position. Trevor Benz is going to take it on the outside of the 90. Nope, the 90 is going to break harder into the corner and dive back underneath. Seven's got some lap cars he's coming up on. He's going to make his way around Ivan. Ivan running back in the 19th position. '87 going to work his way around the 22. There is the 13 of Kyle Heath. Gap increases over the 17, it's up to 2.6 seconds. '34 car still in the 4th spot. For a close battle here. Here we go. Battle for 5th. Still raging between numberless Joe Francis and Joseph Klein. With Andrew Groves closing in on them too. Keep a watch on this battle for just a little bit. Andrew Groves trying. He's all over the back of that numberless 85. Joseph Klein taking it all the way out to that wall. 19 looking underneath. Oh, Joe had to slide up. Andrew's going to make the pass. Move Andrew Groves to the 6th position. Joe's still trying to hang on to. He's got Todd Smith coming on him. Todd not quite close enough to make a move. Joe struggling with that car. Oh, 7 car. Hard in the wall. Ivan has towed it. He parked it in that outside wall. We'll take a look at that real quick. Looks like he was having a dust up with the 22. Lost my mouse for a minute. Here we go. Oh, Ivan just missed his corner. Head on into the wall. Tough break for Mr. Deschamps. He has parked it on pit lane. So we take a look. 11-second lead over Kyle Heath. Starting lap number 20. Todd Smith looking, not ready to send it in there just yet. This is for the 7th position. Todd looking to the outside. And the 66 is going to take it down pit lane. So we got pit stops firing off. 34 on pit lane. 85. 66. So we'll watch these guys enter their pits, take their stops. We'll watch the field come by. There goes Ivan. Ivan has made it back out on the track. Number 7. There goes to 42. As a picture comes the 9 car. We've got a few cars coming out of the pits. 22 car. Let's come out in front of the 34. 34 is able to get by.
I missed the shift.
85 and the 66 still on pit lane. I wonder if they were speeding. These may be speeding penalties. They've been on there for 40 seconds. Both of them sitting there. Still sitting there. That answers the question. 40-second hold. So it looks like the 85 and the 66 both serving penalties. The 05, he's entered the pit lane. So we take a look at our leader going through the carousel. 11.6 seconds back, Kyle Heath. Peter Strather 3 seconds behind Kyle. Joseph Klein's got a mirror full of that 19 car, pressuring him for 4th as Andrew grows.
You can have it here, Andrew.
Thank you, sir.
So I'm looking to see if we've got any other takers to pit lane. It does not appear so just yet. So that was not for position, 85 around the 14. He is, of course, a lap down with that 40-second hold. He and the 66 both had to serve. Joe Francis is 16th. Kyle Heath has entered the pit lane into 13. We'll see where he comes out in relation to the 17 and the 34. Oh, the 34 is in the pit lane as well. It's stop number 2 for the 34.
No, I'm asking Joe Francis.
The 34 has crashed. Let's take a look and see what happened. Oh, there's the 7 car. Oh no! Contact from the 7 sends the 34 into the wall, into the air.
Pitting in.
And that will do it for the 34. So, up front, Gavin Hibbs, Peter Strather. Oh, we are not live. Let's go to live pictures. That is the 13 of Kyle Heath. He has been on and off pit road. He is back out in 8th. Peter Strather, Andrew Groves, Joseph Klein, all making their way to the pit lane.
Car pitting this time.
Yeah, pitting in, Kyle.
33 pin this time.
Yeah, I got a speeding penalty. I forgot how slow this pit lane was.
Yep, got me too.
87 sitting.
So Peter Strather is out. We are waiting on the 14 of Joseph Klein. Looking for...
Yeah, I got a speeding penalty.
Oh, speed penalties biting everybody this evening. So there's Joseph. He's coming out in 4th. We'll watch the 87 as he's slow rolling through pit lane. Lots of guys having good runs and getting bit by the pit lane speeding bug. '87 down and away, no issues on pit lane. See if that has allowed Kyle Heath to make any inroads to that lead. It has. It's down to 10 seconds. 9.9. We'll see if Kyle can do anything to reel in that 87. 6 seconds back. Comes to 17. Peter Strather. There is Joseph Klein. Come out in 4th. He was in a nice battle with Andrew Groves, but Andrew's got bit by the pit lane speeding police. Josh O'Brien up to 5th. It's going to make him feel really good if he can haul that thing in there for the next 30, 40 something laps. Nate Brooker, 6th position. Zachary Wake up to 7th.
Sorry, 19. I didn't say it louder.
So there's Todd Smith. He and Joe Francis back up to 9th and 10th. After getting hit pit lane speed and penalties. That has put the 9th. There he is. 19 and a 33. A battle for 11th as the race leader comes up. Seven hanging on to that high line as he goes around to 33. 33 is going to try to hold off to 19. So Josh O'Brien in 5th place. He is 5.5 seconds back to the Lucky Charms car. Nate Brooker.
Thanks, George.
Yes, sir.
'42 car hanging out in the 7th position. Don't really have anyone around him battling for position, but he is coming up on the 7 car. See how he navigates around the 7. Take a look at the 8th place car of Jason Haney. Kind of on his own little island as well. Joe Francis is 4.3 seconds behind the 9 car. There is Numberless. Take a look at Todd Smith. That's 10th place. Andrew Groves in 11th. He and Trevor Benz are still battling for that 11th spot. Trevor's right there behind him. Take a look at Caleb West. The 43 he has a meatball flag. That means he's got to have some repairs done before he can get back out on the track. looks like damage on the left front there. I can see some scrape marks. So that'll put the 43 on pit lane for the moment. There is the 90 car, Gabriel Morrison. He is 16th. Just barely hanging on. He has managed to get around Jarris Walker, 7 car, way out there. There is the race leader. He's coming up on that gaggle of cars to sift his way through. 14-second lead over Kyle Heath. Kyle just coming onto the backstretch, entering the bus stop. Everybody kind of on their own little island. Not many close battles going on the track right now. So we'll just keep cycling through. There's the 17. There's 4th place, Joseph Klein. 24 is running him down. So let's ride on the nose of the 24 and get a feel for this Watkins Glen International. Because we are ways away from more pit stops. Josh is taking almost a second out of that 14 car. At the moment, this appears to be the closest battle on the track. Let's see if 24 has got anything for the 14. Team's getting ever so bigger. Huge amount of time made up entering the bus stop. Keep our eyes on this battle. Half a second taken out since the start-finish line.
Thank you.
See if the 24 can do anything coming up to the bus stops where he's made huge gains. Look out the back of the 14, see if 24's got anything for him here. That DuPont logo getting very big. Josh looks to the outside. He's going to cut back underneath. Attempting a small crossover. He's going to run it out to the wall there. Back over the rumble strips. Closing ever so closer into the left turn. Right 90 degree coming up onto the front stretch. Josh looking. Not there yet. Gap down to 0.3 of a second. Joseph way wide out there. 24's coming, charging hard. 24 didn't get a good entry into the S's. But he's making up a little ton of time through here. .24 able to cut through the bus stop just a little bit better than the 14. Trying again, not able to get alongside. .24 trying again, trying everything he could think of. He's close right up to the back bumper of the 14. See if the 14 can get a better exit out of the S's. Looking to the outside. Josh has been much better on the brakes. Is he going to brake and turn in? Yes, he does. Can the 14 respond on the exit of the bus stop? Looking underneath. He is not going to be able to respond. I think we'll expect the 24 to pull away now that that pass is complete. Josh O'Brien to 4th. Joseph Klein back to 5th. Huge 22-second gap from Peter Strather back to Josh O'Brien. That's the difference between 3rd and 4th.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
So there is your race leader, Gavin Hibbs. 15-second lead over Kyle Heath. Peter Strather almost 8 seconds back from that. And you saw the battle for 4th between Josh and Joseph. Nate Brooker 8 seconds adrift of that battle. Another 10 seconds back, Zachary Wake. Five seconds behind Zachary's Jason Haney. It's Joe Francis. Joe trying to battle and hang on for another lead lap, but he's going to get passed by the 87 very easily. So 8 cars left on the lead lap. With 32 laps to go. Just past halfway. It'll be another 12 laps, maybe 10 to 12 laps. Get pit stops fired off again.
Thank you, bud.
Oh, the 43 and the 90 both off. That's going to throw some grass and debris on the track, make it a little more tricky for the guys coming up behind them. 43 is making his way to the pit lane, so it looks like we're going to fire off pit stops.
Go to the left, Gavin. Thank you.
So we have hit the 30 lap to go mark. Double O has went into the pits. He's now exiting. Josh O'Brien has managed to pull out almost 2 seconds. No, it's a second and a half. I'm sorry. Second and a half gap. 17 cars in third place. So we are kicking off the pit stop sequence again. If you can go 30 more laps on gas, which I don't think pitting here will get you. So 17 may have to pit again. It's going to be a little tight. Kyle went to lap 23, but the leader managed to go to lap 25. So if he can hang out for another 10 laps, 87 car is going to be good to go to the end. $17 down and away. '66 entering pit lane. 10th place Todd Smith. He's going to lose a position to Andrew Groves. Looks like the 33 is going to get by him as well on this pit stop. We'll see. Make sure he does not get flagged for speeding again this time. I think he's learned his lesson. I'm sorry, we're looking at freaking pit boxes. There we go. 66 down and away. Nobody else. Trevor Benz has crashed. Let's take a look at what happened to Trevor. Something happened to him as we were watching Todd Smith down the pit lane. Down into turn one. Oh, just too much power and on the bumps out there. Caught the tires. Plenty of space to reverse it. Can he get a turn? Yes, he does. A little front end damage to that 33 Chevy.
Stop pressuring me.
So we already got a battle for third now. Looks like Joseph has caught back up to the 24. So we are once again watching the closest battle on the track, separated by 0.3 of a second. 87 has got a 21-second lead over Kyle Heath. 87 did not come to play today. He come to take names and chew bubblegum. .14 scooting underneath to 24 through the carousel. Is he able to hang on? 24 runs it a little wide. Still side by side.
Not to be fit next time by.
Still side by side. 14 completes the pass. Put Joseph Klein to third. Josh O'Brien back to fourth. Don't look now, but the 17 is coming. He has gained 2.5 seconds on them in the last lap. Was an 8-second gap. It is now down to 5.7. Got numberless Joe Francis going down the pit lane. There's a good view of him. Not a good camera view anymore. There we go. 90 cars coming in as well. You can see him in the back. Oh, I see him in the background, but you cannot. We'll take a peek at him real quick. There he is. 85 down and away. Let's see if we can get our race recap box to show up. Race recap, lap 47 of 70. Leader Gavin Hibbs. Got the race analysis link, 60 laps. Weather is a little jumbled up. It's not where that box needs to be yet. .24 still trying to reclaim back to third position. And if we look back just a little bit, Peter Strather is coming on them fresh tires. That gap is 3.8 seconds. So these two better be watching out their mirrors, because that 17 car is charging hard. I think everybody's trying to get into that 20 to go window, but not. We have Kyle Heath making a pit stop. This might get him to the end of the race. Should be okay. He went 23 the last time. 14 and 17 side by side. I'm sorry, not 14 and 24 side by side. I saw the 7 car coming out of the pits. That's what made me call the 7 out.
Pitting.
Feels like these two are about dead even with each other. So Peter Strather managed to undercut Kyle Heath. There's the 13, fresh out of the pits. There's your race leader. We've got the 9 car on pit lane.
Then
24 car is going to take it to pit lane. That will be a 22 lap run to the finish for him. 230 is pitting. You're Joseph Klein. You've almost got to pit the next lap. Try to stay on par with the 24. Right side tires going on. Crew's going to go around. Down and away goes to 24. 42 car is pit from the 8th position.
28 pitting. Come on.
66 and the 85 side by side. 85 is going to clear the 66 going into turn 1. Fourteen car pits, so we'll look for where he and the 24 are going to come out. So we'll check our pit lane camera that overlooks turn 1 and the pit exit. See if that's going to help 24 get by or not.
Putting in.
So that is George Bucks exiting the pit lane. There goes the 90 car on the track. Joseph is that black splotch. Left-hand side of the screen. There goes 33, the 00. And there goes the 24. That has gotten him a huge gap over That's gotten Josh O'Brien a gap over Joseph Klein by 3 seconds. That is how much fresh tires are worth here.
87 is pitting here.
87 will be pitting.
Putting out.
So we will follow the 87 on pit lane. There goes the 90 again. 28, 33. That will put Josh O'Brien back on the lead lap. I'll allow Nate Brooker to get back on the lead lap. I kind of feel it's all for naught. 87, he's back out. And there he comes. Charging up through the S's. Looking for that number 230 car. That should have cycled our pit stops as well. Kyle Heath 22 seconds back. Peter Strather, he's 23 seconds behind Kyle Heath. No, I'm sorry, that is wrong. He is 2 seconds behind Kyle Heath. Peter Strather is 23 seconds behind the leader. Apologize about that. Josh O'Brien is 37 seconds adrift of third place, though. We'll have to see if that 17 can make it all the way. He pitted really early. Lap 40. So we'll have to see if that will give third place up to the 24 or not, but we won't know that answer until a little later in the race. So Joseph Klein has managed to close that gap from 3 seconds to 1.2. Take a look back at Jason Haney exiting the bus stop. He's got a comfortable gap of 6 seconds over Andrew Groves. Here is the 33 of Trevor Benz. Back at Josh O'Brien and Joseph Klein. Big bump over the rumble strips from the 24. Got the 7 car slow around him. Which way is he going? He's going to stay tight. 24 ran really wide. Got a big hop on the rear of the car. I think the 14 is going to clear him. Yes, he does. These two have been trading VARBs for the last 30 laps or so, it feels like. We'll see if that continues. Oh, 17 car pits. So I guess he came to the conclusion he had to pit to make it to the end of the race. So we'll put 4 fresh tires on for him, but that has dropped him from 3rd to 5th. But he's been pretty quick. I think he'll make mincemeat of these guys. Closing up really fast on the 24. Oh, shot in the bumper to the 20, from the 17 to the 24. Is going to let him go, and the 17 cut across his nose. And that is the 87 closing in fast behind these guys. So he has got up to 6th place, 1 lap down. It's very possible he could lap up to 3rd. I don't think he'll catch Kyle Heath to lap him. It's just been a clinic from the 87 today in road racing. Had the 7 car go down pit lane again. He is sitting there now. He's been there for a minute and change.
You're welcome.
Thank you, George.
Too bad.
Oh, 33 goes around right in front of the 24. Oh, backed it into the wall, too. See if he can get it gassed up. I think he's going to be all right. He's going to make a trip down pit lane, it appears. Let's take a look at that. I wasn't sure if there was contact or not.
I don't know, George.
We're going
I
to
don't
take
think
a
I
look
got
at
in
it.
yet, Trevor.
We're going to find that out right now. Let's see.
I did,
Oh,
man. I'm sorry.
George was there. Trevor kind of turned down on him. Let's take one more look at that from the chase camera. That will tell us. We'll rewind that back. Come on, let's rewind. So George is going to hang it inside there. I think Trevor thinks he's clear. George is not. So Trevor has got that thing back out on track. Double O has entered the pit lane. So that is the 87 car. He is lapped up to the 5th position. So 5th on back, 1 lap down. 14 and 17. Battle for
Here,
third.
make it on fuel, he says. Fire to keep.
I think there was 100% change.
17, hard on the brakes. He's looking underneath the 14. He's not there yet. Had to back out of it, or does he? The 14 running extremely wide. Just barely hanging on to that 3rd position for now. 24 has fallen off big time from these two. He was right there in the mix with them. We'll see if the 87 does anything with these guys. Oh, Joseph Klein misses the bus stop. He's going to bounce over into the grass. That's going to put the 17 up to 3rd.
My monitor just went out for a second. Wow, in the S's. And again, I can't see.
'66 having issues with the monitors, he says over the radio. And the 9 seems to be closing in on the 42 car. Gap 0.8 of a second. Is the battle for 9th position. 66 has gone down pit lane. This will make this the battle for 8th as they go by him. Car closed right up to the back bumper of the 42 as they bounce through the bus stop.
Yeah, going by my monitor just went out again. For a second, I was going to hit you.
Nine closing the gap really quickly. 1.5 car lengths between the 42 and the 9. Does he have anything into the bus stop? Not yet. He's able to cut the corners really good compared to the 42. Still looking, not able to get up there just yet to make a pass or attempt to pass. Keep our eye on this battle. Take a look, the 230 and 85 car are really close as well. Oh, 85 just hanging it right there, looking at the wall, staring it down face to face and walking away. Ten-second gap from 5th back to 6th. 5th being Josh O'Brien in the 24. 6th is the Lucky Charms car on your screen, Nate Brooker. He's getting all kind of pressure from Joe Francis. Joe was able to close a lot. Turn 1 to the top of the S's. This might be a opportunity to make a pass. He looks. It's going to be who gets on the brakes.
Okay, that's nice. My screen just froze.
90 car off to your screen. You're not going to see him. He's having monitor issues as well with the 66.
Some debris on the front stretch.
85 still
That's nice. My
challenging
screen froze,
230.
so I didn't know what happened.
He's looking this time. Can he get on the brakes later? No, he cannot. 230 is going to hang on. Bo's digging hard coming out of that last turn. Both of them sideways, sliding, pointing in the wrong direction every which way. Still battle for 6th rages.
How's the weather out there, Connor?
What's up?
'85's not as close as he was the last lap.
How's the weather out there?
Weather's calm.
Oh, both drivers off onto the grass. 230, 85. He was a little wide as well. Both of these guys are digging hard, trying to hang on to 6th. We'll take a look back real quick. Jason Haney did manage to get around the 42 car of Zachary Wake, so Jason is up to the 8th position. These two will have to double load to navigate around. Whoa, a little sideways for the 230. That should allow No, Joe's going to run a little wide now. I thought he was going to be able to get a run up through the S's on the 230. I think they're driving these cars so hard that they're struggling to keep power down.
I can't see. Oh, God.
Looks like we've had an issue with Andrew. Let's see what happened to the 19 here. He's behind Jason. Oh, he come out there, just got loose on those rumble strips. Oh, hard hit on the front end to that 19. It appears he jumped to the pits. Yes, he did.
Tired.
Got an issue with the 90 as well. We're going to see. I think this was him coming up and stopping at the bus stop.
Oh, God.
Having monitor issues. Yes, it is. That is what he did here. Go back to live pictures. Sixth place, still battling. Joe's got a good run out of turn one. Side by side up through the S's. The 230 runs wide, but he's able to stick it there sideways still. Oh, the 85 just brushing the guardrail coming through there. These tires have got almost 20 laps on them. More than 20 laps. I'm realizing they've pitted at lap 48 and 44 for Joe Francis. So these guys have run longer into the race than some of the other guys up front that have pitted. It's amazing. Joe Francis has got 4 lap older tires and is still able to give everything he's got to Nate Brooker battling for 6th. Joe bit with the pit lane speeding penalty, his first stop of the race. Here we go again, 85 charging. Can he get enough power down? They're sideways still, not yet. Gotten a better exit from the S's. Still not close enough to try to decide if he can do anything with that 230. 6th and 7th. Nate Brooker, Joe Francis. 87 has crossed the start-finish line for 2 laps to go. Watch this battle for just a little bit longer. This is the closest battle on the track. It's for 6th. Where all the action is taking place. 230 runs it out just a little bit. Joe slideways, hanging on to it. He's going to take a peek. Not yet. We're going to go to our race leader. He is coming to the white flag. White flag is in the air. 1 lap to go for Gavin Hibbs. Back to that battle for 6th.
Got my screen went out 3 times that whole lap. Jesus Louise.
Can the 85 do anything here?
Oh, it's out again. Go left, go left, go left. I can't see.
Oh, he's got a good run through the S's. Is he able to cut across? We're going to look. We got the 87 coming to the finish line. No, he's not going to get there. We're going to turn. Here comes the 87 out of the last turn. Gavin Hibbs in his first race with First Gear Racing is dominant. 45-second lead over second place and wins the race here at Watkins Glen. We are going to go back to the battle for 6th. That was pretty close. They are still battling. One more turn to go.
I'm about 10 years old. Good job.
Joe gave it everything he had, but Nate Brooker's going to hang on for 6th position.
Nice win, Gavin.
Here comes Kyle Heath. He's going to finish 2nd. Only guy to stay on the lead lap.
In the Discord and interview with Edwin in the booth.
Behind him is Jason Haney,
Everyone's at.
Zachary Wake. Peter Strather was 3rd. There comes George Buckholm in 12th. Gabe Morrison's going to finish out in 13th. I think he is the last car running. Yep, everybody 14th on back was out of the race, either due to incidents or computer issues. Some guys had those. So we'll see what kind of victory celebration. '87 burning it down. So we will get our top 3 here into the booth.
It's like blocking me. You fool, you get a bird out the window. Had fun this weekend racing with you guys. Look forward to seeing you all next week.
Heck yeah, great racing this weekend. We'll see you next weekend for sure.
So I see we've got 2 of our top 3 in the waiting room, so we'll go ahead and pull 3rd place Peter Strather in here. Peter, this is Edwin in the booth. Do you have a copy, sir?
Yes, sir.
3rd place, you had some battles with a few guys. The 34 was giving you everything he had early in the race. Looked like he had an encounter with the 7 car that took him out. You had a good little battle with Joseph Glen there getting late in the race. Just didn't have what it took to get with the top 2 guys. They seemed to take off.
Yeah, no, it was fun. Yeah, I just didn't quite have the pace for Kyle, and nobody had the pace for Gavin in that race.
No.
He was a rocket ship. But I was gonna try undercut Kyle in the last stop, and see if I could get a jump and keep the track position. And then my crew chief trolled me entirely and said, "Hey, pit now and you can make it to the end." And I just immediately pit and then looked and I'm like, "Oh, it's 29 laps. We can't make 29 laps on a fuel room. What have I done?" So,
I wondered.
like,
You were off sequence
Yeah.
all race. You'd pitted like 10 laps earlier, I think it was.
Yeah. That was just the crew chief telling me I could make it when I couldn't. So then I pushed as hard as I could, knowing I would have to take an extra stop. Completely burned through that set of tires immediately, and then pit again, and just use that tire advantage to get past Joseph. But he put up a good fight.
Yes, he did.
The tire advantage I had.
I don't know what happened to the 24 too. He and the 14 were very close there until that last pit stop, and then he just fell off. I don't know if he just burned his stuff up early or what, but I was expecting him to
I think
be
they were
right
battling
there.
a bit when I caught them, and he just burned his tires a bit.
Yes. So I believe this is your first race with us.
Yes. I got recommended the YouTube broadcast last week.
Okay.
As a VOD after it had gone up. And I saw this, I'm like, oh yeah, it's a Gen 6 leak. I really don't really like the new next gen, but
I do not either.
love the Gen 6. So I just hopped straight on that, and I'm in the UK, so it's currently almost 4 in the morning.
Oh, yes, it's late.
But yeah, putting it in for this, because it's good fun to be able to run this.
Yes, well, welcome in, and we're glad to have you, and we look forward to talking to you more often into the season.
Hopefully. Yeah, and thank you for putting on a broadcast, as always. It's really good.
Yep, I can't believe you caught us off the one broadcast we had no commentary on.
Yeah, I was watching through the race a bit, and then I was like, oh yeah, there's no comms here. It's just a broadcast. But I mean, even that's like, it got you another driver. Like, it got exposure, so it did its job. Yeah, I had SDK issues, and so I ended up just racing, and we threw the broadcast up after the fact. But good. Yeah, welcome in. Got the job done, so yes, welcome in. If you know anybody else that wants to run Gen 6, get them in here. We need more people. We'll do. I think it's gonna be hard to convince my friends to race at 4 a.m.
It'd be hard for me too. I will certainly try. Well, we appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Gonna bring in second place, Kyle Heath.
Oh no, Kyle.
Kyle, this is Edwin in the booth. Do you have a copy, sir?
I got you. You got
me. It was
a
hard-fought race there. You didn't have anything for the 87 like everybody else. Kind of got.
No, I'll try my best.
Yeah, it looked like you had to work around from the top 5 early in the race. You battled with the 80. Was it the 85? Oh, the 34. The 85 to 30, or the 34 and the 17. You had to battle early in the race, but once you got by them, you took off as well.
Yeah, the 14 was there too. I think he was there.
That's right.
Yeah, I think got around those guys. Connor Zillage. Gavin Hibbs. He was already gone.
Yeah, that was a clinic he put on today.
Yeah, he did a hell of a job. It was tough. I had a rough practice and all that, and tried my best, and had a rough personal day today, and I actually just freaking left the session earlier. I didn't know if I even wanted to come back. I just been so aggravated all day, but came back in and fought my ass off and finished second. All in all, it was a good day.
Yep, could have been worse. I don't think you had any big encounters with anybody. A lot of guys didn't have many battles going on the track throughout the race. It was hard searching for anything going on. I don't think you had too many crazy encounters either.
No, except for coming out of turn 1 with the new NASCAR layout. A couple of times I drove it wide and I damn near smacked the hell out that wall on the
Yep.
outside there.
Yep, we had a few guys almost smack the wall. We had a few guys try to drive over the rumble strips, and it bit them. I know the 33 and the 19 both got caught out by the rumble strips in turn one. So that was not an easy one to navigate. If you carry too much speed in there, you're going to hit that bump, and then you're going to hit the rumble strips, and out you go.
Yeah. Oh no, it was good. Tired. I'm beat.
Yep, you sound like it. Well, get some rest. Congrats on second, and we'll talk to you next time.
Yep. Thank you, Edwin.
Thank you. We're going to bring in race winner Gavin Hibbs. Gavin, this is Edwin in the booth. Do you have a copy?
Yes, I do.
Congratulations. I believe this is your first race here in first gear, and you absolutely took him to the woodshed.
Yeah. Thanks. It was. I mean, the gap says a lot, but I mean, like some of these guys that racing around tonight, they were quick in their own rights, and definitely was one of the more physically demanding road course races I've ever done here on iRacing. But I was just talking to Peter in the waiting room. I was like, man, I forgot how fun these things are, and also just how physically demanding you need to be. But all in all, fun race.
And we were supposed to be at Sonoma if iRacing had not taken the setups away. I think that would have been even worse.
I don't know. It probably could have been more fun, but that's just me and just loving running stock cars on road courses.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think you had any big crazy encounters in the race. Everybody gave you a lot of respect. You had a big challenge from the 17 and the 34 right at the beginning, but it looked like they got to battling each other, and then Kyle managed to get around both of them. I know the 34 got into the 7, and that took the 34 out of the race, but I don't think you had any crazy lap down cars encounter you or anything. You had a pretty smooth, easy race.
Yeah, definitely. Just a lot of respect around, running around these guys first time ever, and definitely something that's, I've ran leagues for years and years on the sim, and it's very rare that seeing the most respect in this race tonight. Whether it was racing these guys or trying to, either they're letting you by or just going around or just lapping them in general. But I will say though, again, the amount of these guys race with a lot of respect. I will give them that.
Yep, I think you'll find that a lot here. A lot of guys are competitive, but you'll get the respect, especially if you're fast. You'll get all the respect in the world from them. Because Kyle's been our benchmark since we started first gear racing. He's got the most wins in league history here. So to see you come out and beat him by 45 seconds makes everybody stand up and take a look.
Yeah, I've raced with Kyle for, God, I want to say probably 2 or 3 years now, and other stuff,
Okay.
be like hosted session. And, I've always had somewhat respect for Kyle, even though we've, the rare times that we'll race each other or, be in the same race that night. So, to, again, just give a lot of respect for Kyle and all that.
Yes, sir. Well, congratulations. First race, first win. It don't get much better than that. Thank you, sir.
Yep. Thank you so much.
Have a good one.
You as well.
So we will take a look at what we have coming up for the rest of the seasons here. We ended up canceling IndyCar and IMSA due to low car counts, so we will not have those series anymore for the foreseeable future. So we will have racing on Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. We will get those schedules pulled up. Next Thursday, the Dirt Pro late models go to Volusia on Thursday, September 25th. So that's our fun night. No damage in the dirt cars either. So even if you don't have dirt experience, you've been racing with us, get in there and race some dirt cars. Our Gen 4 Cup Series goes to Talladega. Oh, I'm excited for that one. 100 laps around the Talladega Superspeedway, Friday, September 26th. So that should be fun. Our Gen 6 Cup Series goes to the Kentucky Speedway next week for race number 6. That will be on the 27th of September. Kentucky Speedway, Gen 6 Cup Series. So we hope to see you all there. Stay happy, stay healthy. We will see you next week.